Hello everybody and hi, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the shadows that run alongside our car. This looks to be a little bit of a visual novel. I freaking love melancholy acoustic, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's giddy on with it. Aw, look at them. Whose eyes will you see the road through? Oh, I see, I have to pick. Let's see. I am a gentleman of stature, but I am very in touch with my feminine side. Let's be the girl. Gun it. I thought that was Gunji, Gunhui, gun it. I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird sitting on this side of the car, but my stomach's been feeling off for a while and I just can't drive. So I've handed my keys over to this stranger. What's the worst that could happen, right? I stare out the window, watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. There's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like filling it. It's so stuffy in the car. I reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. Oh! You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. They aren't the smartest things. Well, who knows? Maybe they would. Yeah. Fair enough. The slight breeze feels good against my neck. But this guy looks like he wants to say something. So, guess it is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... that's gonna really mess with me if I put my name, but I do like coming up with names. Let's call her Jade. I always like the name Jade, it's very pretty. I would call her Aura, but I don't know what she's going to do in this story. Jade. Oh, nice to officially meet you then, Jade. My name's... Ooh, you do look like a Dustin. Though you look slightly more like an Austin. Austin. Okay. Well. He looks dissatisfied. How is he expecting me to react? It's not like I really care, but somehow he doesn't look very much like a Austin. That's exactly why I chose the name. I continue staring out the window. The sky is so red. Normally I'd think it was pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after dark. I remember that all too well. I'd rather not think about that, so I decided to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh, he looks surprised. I guess I haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You know, this and that. Never really settled into one thing in particular. What does that mean? Yeah, there's a lot of people who just kind of go job to job, whatever they need. So, you know, whatever. Whatever, it's not like I actually care. Just want to pass the time. Oh, I think you care a little bit. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah, well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. After Dad got that 3rd DUI, his license was revoked. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. Ooh. It was just as well anyway. Sometimes he'd leave the car somewhere and forget where. Guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. I'm feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm not on the outside looking in. Like I am on the outside looking in. Wonder if I'm really that callous. Maybe the apocalypse is just giving me more perspective. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Well, that's sure to spark a silence. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already. Surprisingly, not as much noise at the end of the world. Still. Do you think there are any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. I reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. I reached towards the console and turned the radio dial in one direction. You've got that one thing. That joke took way too long to come up with. There's nothing but statics, sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a sec. Go back down. What did he hear exactly? There couldn't really be something there, could there? I slowly rotate the knob back the other way. Wait. There it is, I think. Hola! Is that mariachi? Yes, it is, sir. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe! Out of all the music that could be playing, this is what we get? What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on a highway to hell in the dark and mariachi is the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns on the track are completely ridiculous right now. Aw. I'm actually dying. The dulcet tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. That was not what I was expecting. Who the heck out here is running this? All the music that would be left. Man. Takes me a minute to settle down, but then... Wait, isn't this the same song again? Oh, it's probably an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Typical. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just the ghosts on the waves after all. The undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. Just the hand falls off, they start like... Could you imagine if the hand fell off and started wikiing itself? What do you think a zombie'd even listen to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie, or maybe they're after baby metal these days? I don't know. I think Grateful Dead seems more apt. Austin, you card. Keep that up, huh? I'm the one who makes bad puns here. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? Wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Yep, that's the same song twice. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures towards the console. 101.7 is now the infinite loop mariachi radio station. So, what are you into, anyway? Music-wise, I really like Atlantis, Mortisette, top 40 hits, that sort of thing. Can we turn down the mariachi? I like to, as much as the next guy, but I mean, it's on a loop, man. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore the musical taste or anything. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say, actually, I haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. He doesn't even know that I unironically like baby metal. What is baby metal? What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but... Well, you probably actually judged me more for this. Try me. ABBA. Okay. ABBA, you say? Oh my gosh, I can't keep a straight face. I lose it. Everything is just too much. He looks kind of sullen. I'm sorry, Austin, but I'm not that sorry. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. Austin's the dancing queen. Only roughly 28 by the looks of it, but, you know, I'm not a good judge of cartoon character drawing ages. Well, I shouldn't speak. I managed to get these words out. All this laughing's making my stomach hurt more. Dang it. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. Really, just turn it off now, please. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. What are any of these? How old do you think I am? Pretty sure there's no right answer to that question. Smart man. Except for that one. I'm 22. What kind of reaction is that? No, whoa, you look so young or anything like that. I wonder how old Austin is anyway. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. They should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. He purposefully reaches over and shuts off the radio. He's got a surprisingly immature side to him, too. Oh, now we got back my jams. I love this. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? What? Where did that come from all of a sudden? Immediately changed the subject. I mean, what else do you talk about at the end of the world? I have to go out and click it. Or wait, maybe I can just enter button? Enter button! Why do you have to ruin the mood like that? It's getting dark, huh? Was that a fake choice? The sun sets so late in the summer. I'm a bit surprised we have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the street lights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like dying fire. Sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. It's silent again for a little while, but it doesn't last. You never told me what it is that you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but what do you like to do, or what did you do before everything? Like to do, huh? I turn my eyes to the window as I think on my life. Actually, I worked a lot. Didn't really have much time for much other than that. I'd wake up, shower, go to work, have lunch break, back to work, get off work, eat dinner, watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. Dang. That was about it. Despite some of the parallels to how my life is right now, I could never live a job like that, you know? That's just the thought of that really depresses me and really digs on my mind, you know? I don't know, it's just 9 to 5s I could never do. I could never do a 9 to 5. And after leading such a boring life, I ended up here. I'm probably not even gonna go out with a bang. That's the other thing, you know, kind of morbid, but you don't know how long you have. So you gotta make sure that you're living a life that you're proud of, you know? My death's just gonna be as dull as my life. Guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough, probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? Just trying to sound cool? Listen, I say deep stuff all the time while trying to seem cool. So yeah, that's actually how I feel about it too. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. Oh yeah, you guys been having a pretty good start, I'd say. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or bad person. We're all gonna die anyway. So what about you? Sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA? I used to travel a lot. Looking for work and stuff. Yeah. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Did you backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? That means no place of permanent residence. Well, whatever. It sounds really cliche. Not really. It sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. Gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point, used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. I think a lot of people feel that way sometimes. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? I used to wish for that too. Wanted to be free. Didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. Now I'm not, but I can't say whether that's really a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. I remember reading that story. That's an interesting reference to make. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my hand against it. It felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. Gosh, why did all this have to happen? Still feeling nauseous? Dang, I shouldn't be so obvious about it. I don't want to cause any trouble. Aw. This might be causing even more trouble, though. Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little better, but... Anyway, I move my hand from my stomach. It's not like resting my hand there will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel the pain, I know I'm still alive. That's one way to look at it. That was morbid as heck. What's wrong with me? You're in the apocalypse. You can afford to let your mind go dark a little. Just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. You think we should stop and rest? Just make sure you're still recording, sorry. I glance at the fuel gauge on the dashboard, nervous. We barely have 1/4 of the tank left as it is. Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Onward it is then. Trying to ignore my pain, I keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. Wow. It really hurts now. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. And that's saying a lot considering what I have had to go through every month. Yeah, fair enough. I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Do you ever wonder, like, why us? How did we make it this far? Is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Just as I started to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear Austin's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you what. We're here. That's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months, I just kept working, kept on like everything was fine. And then I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad. How do I even begin to explain? I'm thinking her dad might have turned, maybe? Maybe? And she swung a baseball bat and killed him? Or like killed the zombie version of him? Listen. You don't gotta answer me if you don't want. But your old man. What happened? My dad? I killed him. Smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran. Huh. So you needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. They wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore, so he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. Took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? It's pretty pathetic, huh? But so is my dad. And so am I. In the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now, and guilt. Stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Though that hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Hey. I feel a sudden warmth on the top of my hand. Hesitant at first, then steady. Austin's hand rests on top of mine. It feels alien somehow. I flinch. I don't think I'm used to comfort, but I know he means well. Probably. We're still here. Just remember that. Till that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better, but it'd be stupid to assume they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if I didn't get on with him, I bet it must be hard, losing someone that close to you. Even though you didn't get on with him. Wow, where do I even start? White lie or be honest? Honesty is the best policy. Honesty all the way. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with Austin. Honest Austin, it works. Even though I barely know him, I trust him. Somehow. My mouth opens all on its own and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. And then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. It makes me feel like a monster to admit all this to someone else. It really does. But that's the truth. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. He's right. I know that I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out there like this. Wonder if we'll ever know. Austin, The guilt's getting to me now. Still gotta click. I have to say something. I'm interrupted by the sound of the engine giving out. I've heard that sound before. We're out of gas. Dang. Fuel gauge light even come on? I didn't even notice. The engine cuts out and the car just rolls along till it completely stops. Before, I would have pushed it to the nearest gas station, but now, well, it's the end of the line, isn't it? I really thought the gas would last a little longer than that. Bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? That's such a sad moment. We bought this car used after all. It's cost efficient, but not so much fuel efficient. Wonder how far the next gas station is. Too far. It'd be nice if there were some signs around here or something. Can't believe we've gone this long without seeing any. Even if there were, it's not like we could have seen them. It's gone so dark and without the street lights. My stomach feels like it's on fire. I don't think I have much time left. She's infected, isn't she? Hey. How fast do you think you can run? About average, I guess. Do you reckon we should? I touch my stomach. That hole isn't ever going to heal over, is it? Oh, shoot. This is really it. So she's either bitten or shot. I don't know. I don't know if there's a point. Even if Austin was an Olympic sprinter, I don't think he'd be able to make it. Not forever. If not me, then someone else would just... Maybe not. It's too dark anyhow. In all likelihood, one of us would probably trip and fall. It'd be pretty sad to make it this far just to die from a busted face. Haha. He can crack jokes because he has no idea. Knowing that just makes me feel like crap. Can't say anything now. Yeah, it would. Anyway, there's nothing we can do until the sun rises. Guess we're crashing here tonight then, huh? In more ways than one. Could be worse anyway. It is. At least the air smells nice. Yeah. Close my eyes, feeling the throbbing of my wound. I don't know how long I'll make it, how long I'll be able to go on. I wish I'd done more than work. Wish I'd pay more attention to the news. For now, all I can do is rest. I haven't run far enough. Well, good night then. Sunlight is completely extinguished. There's nothing but darkness on the endless stretch of the land ahead. Dang. That is an incredibly well put together story. That's a great look at, a great thought piece in looking how people handle mortality and uncertainty and certainty of death. Dang. Wow. Well, thank you for joining me in this very chilled experience. If you'd like to try it for yourself, link is in the description. There's still his point of view. And I think I'm going to try that out on my own, and I would really implore you to go try it out for yourself too. Because I'm sure it's at least as beautiful as the first one. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you like what I do here and you want to help me make people happy for a living, then please subscribe. Regardless of what you choose to do, of course, as always. I love you. And I hope you have a wonderful day.